Hey guys, I am back with another body weight workout for you. Today's workout is going to be 30 minutes roughly if we just do it one time through. If you want to take it to a full hour, do everything 2 times through. It's body weight as I mentioned, but you can add weight to it if you'd like to. Or you can make it a little bit more intense by doing something like some plyometrics. So for example, jump squats instead of just squats. Everything is going to be 45 seconds on, and then the rest time will be whatever length of time it takes for me to demonstrate the next move. So let's get going. I'm going to demonstrate the warm-up. It's going to be our usual warm-up, nothing fancy there. So let's take it to high knees. We did this workout in class the other day, and a surprising number of us, me included, are stiff from that, feel a little tight from that. So it's just such an amazing way of demonstrating how good of a workout we can do with just our body weights when we just challenge ourselves in slightly different ways. Let's take it to butt kickers. So when you're doing body weight only, you're able to challenge yourself by going down, say, a little bit deeper in your range of motion. So lots of different things that you can do to intensify the work with just your body weight. Slowing down the tempo, increasing the tempo, lots of different things. So yeah, here I can really feel this in my quads. All right, let's take it to hip gates. And my friend Shannon in class today was doing in out. So we'll do that here just for a bit of a change. Yeah, and actually that feels good, I like it. So a couple more here. We're gonna take it to our good mornings in a moment. Let's just get this one in. And let's take it to good mornings. I've moved my mat here, so it's on a bit of a diagonal. So hopefully you'll be able to see my body a little bit better. Now, as you get warmer, you can always put those hands up or by those ears. We are gonna do good mornings in our workout. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna intensify that work by bringing those arms overhead. Okay, let's squat it out, down and up. So as you come up, I want you to try drawing up those kneecaps a little bit. So try kind of pulling them up, if that makes sense. That will start to activate those quads. A lot of people have a tendency to really squeeze their glutes when they come up. So like really intensifying that pelvic tilt. And that's not really what you want to do during your squats. Obviously, a little bit of that pelvic tilt is great. A little bit of that glute activation is great. Let's take it into a reverse lunge. But you also want to make sure that you are activating those quads. So you do that by drawing those kneecaps up a little bit. Take as far a step back as you are able. Try to drive up off the front heel. Give me one more. Okay, and this time we're gonna circle our arms. We'll switch direction in a moment. Here we go, going in the other direction. Now let's take it bigger. Going forward again. Get that heat building in the shoulders. And then we're gonna switch direction right here. Now, this is much more challenging on that range of motion. So challenge your body as you can. All right, let's crisscross our arms in front. We did not do a lateral lunge, so I'm going to do that. Kind of forgot that one because I changed changed up the work a little bit, the warm up. Okay, let's take it to some lateral lunges. We're gonna bring our feet out wide and let's lunge side to side. Start coming down deeper if you can. Again, driving up off that heel. You can't hear me say it enough. If you want to, you can start bringing those hands down to touch a bit. One more. And now let's finally do our tricep stretch. Press the wall away. So there you are. You want to really activate those triceps. So when you bring those arms up, I want you to try to retract the lats. So you kind of pull them down a little bit and let it rest. Sorry about that, my timer shut down. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to start with a reverse lunge to squat. So at any point in time, you can take any piece out of this that you want. So we're going to step back into a reverse lunge, then you're going to squat, step back, and squat, okay? So 45 seconds on, here we go. Step it back, squat, back, squat. All right, so the things that I want you to start focusing on here is not coming up to a full straight leg. So I want you to transition fairly low from this lunge into that squat. So if you notice, I'm never fully coming up to stand. That's going to keep the tension on those quads and it's going to get those legs burning, and that's what we want. Just a few more. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Let's take it down to the mat into a push-up. So you can do this push-up on your knees or on your toes, your choice. I'm gonna move back a little bit just because I'm on an uneven surface, actually. Yeah. Sorry, I'm all over the map here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. So what I want you to focus on here is trying to bring those arms to 45 degrees. Trying to keep the body really tight. Try to lead with the chest and not with the head. Try to have full pressure through the hand, really pressing into the fingertips. Exhale as you come up. Almost there, 5 seconds. And rest. Gorgeous job. All right, my New Year's resolution is to do more push-ups. So I have been making a very concerted effort to every day do push-ups. And I'm telling you, it's already making a bit of a difference, which is amazing. Okay, so now we're gonna go into good mornings. So just like our warm-up, you can place your hands at your chest, you can place your hands at your ears, or if you really want to work that back side, that posterior chain, bring those arms up overhead. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So what we're doing by having those arms up overhead is really lengthening the lever. So it ends up putting a fair amount more pressure on the hamstrings, on that back. You want to try to have the shoulders fairly relaxed. You don't want to be shrugging up too much. If you find that's happening, bring those hands to the ears. You're still getting a lengthened lever compared to having your hands at your chest. And rest. But you're just not having to keep those arms up overhead. Grab water if you like. We have done our first circuit. If you want to, rewind it, go back, repeat. Okay, now we're moving on to a sumo squat with 2 pulses. Then we're gonna stand and come into a calf raise. So we are gonna have our feet out fairly wide. You're going to come down into your sumo squat. You're gonna pulse twice, then you're gonna stand up into a calf raise. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Down, pulse, pulse, stand and calf raise. Okay, so when you come up into your calf raise, I want you to try to focus on coming up onto the big toes as opposed to coming out onto the baby toes. What's going to happen is your ankle is going to want to kind of pop out, scoop out, and you're going to sort of want to angle out to the baby toe. Really try to stay strong. Come up onto the big toe. You can do that by keeping those knees relatively soft when you come up. Last one, and rest. Nicely done. Okay, so now we're gonna go from a Y to a W in a hinged position. So arms are gonna be up overhead. They can be in an I or a Y, your choice. You're gonna come down. You're gonna start here and you're going to draw those elbows back. So you're gonna be from here, drawing them back. Timer is on. So what we're doing here is we are working the upper back. We're working those lats. Definitely those shoulders a little bit here. Now this is one of those moves where you need to create that resistance yourself. So you can easily just bring those arms back and forth, but if you really pull those elbows back and towards the side of the body, if you really try to draw those upper back muscles in towards the spine, you will be able to get a beautiful contraction out of this. Last one, and rest. Whew. All right, we're gonna take it back down to the mat. This time we're gonna do narrow push-up. So regular push-up, those hands are about here, and those elbows come to about 45 degrees. Now you're going to bring those hands here, and you're gonna really tuck those elbows in tight to the side. So that is going to work the triceps just a little bit harder. It may feel a little bit more challenging for you, and in which case, then you just drop it down to your toes. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And what I say in my classes all the time is keep it clean on the way down, and then I don't care what it looks like on the way up. You can worm your way up, you can crawl your way up, whatever it is that you need to do to get back up into your plank position. First tabletop position, then plank position, that's totally fine. What I care about is a clean, tight, slow motion on the way down, that eccentric motion. 5 seconds. And rest. Whew. We did a lot of push-ups in our class earlier this morning, so my upper body is shot right now. Okay, circuit 2 down. Again, go back, repeat. If you want to double this up, otherwise, grab your water and we're going to move on. So now we're going to do a lateral lunge to a high knee. So I'm going to come out to my right first. My left leg is going to be static. I'm going to step out. I'm going to come up. Whoops, let's try that again. Step out, come up, and bring that knee up. Step out, knee up. You want to use that core to keep that knee up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. If you want, you can touch down. You've got a bit more of that forward lean. explode up. Try to get that knee high. Use the core. Find a spot on the floor that you can look at to help balance you. And not every one of these is going to be perfect. And if it's not, who cares? You are not in this for anybody else. Nobody else is worrying about whether you're wobbling. If you wobble, you just get right back into it. Just find your focus. You're all good. And rest. We're going to go to the other side. So now our balancing leg is our right. We're going to go out in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And whoops, my first one's always yucky. Okay, so if you are feeling like you want more of a challenge, instead of doing this, you could do something like skaters, side to side. That's going to get that heart rate going a little bit. So that is an option for you. All right. Almost there. 5 more seconds. Last one. And rest. Very nicely done, guys. I love it. Okay, so we are gonna do a renegade row with just our body weight. So I'm gonna show you some options here. In our renegade row, we're here and we're gonna just pick up our hand and row up to our body. Now, if that doesn't feel good for you, you can do this in a plank position. You can do this in a tabletop position. You can do this leaning against the wall, or you can just hold a plain old plank. So here, oh my goodness, my clock is terrible. Normally I have my phone set to never shutting down. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I have my phone set so that it never, sort of quietly shuts off. And right now I'm using Henry's iPad and his. If it hasn't been active for a minute, it quietly turns itself down, and then you have to open it up and put your password back in, which is a pain in the neck. So I have to constantly be making sure that I'm touching the screen so it doesn't kind of blank down. Keep that body really, really tight. Engage through those glutes, the core, and rest. All right, now we're gonna do Spider-Mans. So this one's a bit challenging, and I'm gonna show you some options. So we're gonna come into our plank position, and you're going to send one leg up and back, the other leg up and back. If you don't wanna do that, you can bring your foot to center like a mountain climber, or you can pick it up and do a fast mountain climber. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. So really use those obliques to get that leg around to the side. This is a challenging one. I don't necessarily always look so clean doing it, but it's just a matter of trying to get better every day. 10 seconds. 5. Last one. And rest. Good job. Whew, that gets the heat building. All right. So now we're gonna do an ankle down curtsy lunge. So curtsy lunge, if you wanna just do a regular curtsy lunge, You're gonna step back into it and you're gonna stay on those toes. See on the back how my toes are bent? If you wanna do this with me, we're gonna come all the way down and we're gonna set our entire shin and ankle down onto the mat and come back up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So the reason why I'm setting down the entire shin is that it is increasing our range of motion, but at the same time, you're not able to draw yourself up with anything other than this front leg, than the stabilizing leg. So it's nearing you towards a unilateral squat. A lot of what we do is getting us stronger and stronger so that one day you will be able to do that single leg squat. Don't underestimate yourself. One more. And rest. Gorgeous. Okay, we are moving on now to Spider-Man. Oh, you know what? I did things off kilter, not a big deal. Okay, so we are gonna go to Spider-Mans. We did the lateral lunge to high knee, we did our renegade row. Okay, so let's take a quick break. Sorry, I'm a little off kilter here. Our next set of work is gonna start with Spider-Mans. So we're gonna bring it down to the mat. If you want to, again, you're going to rewind and do that circuit again. So here we're gonna come down to the mat. You're going to bring your head down to the mat, hands behind the body. You're going to come up. You're gonna activate the entire posterior chain and then you're gonna come back down. So let's get going. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you find that it is too challenging to bring both the lower and upper body up off the mat at the same time, then you can always alternate. You can do the upper body first, then relax it, and then bring the lower body up. So what you want to do is you want to try to pull those shoulder blades back and together. You want to try to engage through those glutes so you're picking up the thighs off of the floor. You're going to hold and relax. This is really great for counteracting all of that front forward leaning that we do in our day-to-day lives. One more. And rest. Gorgeous. All right. So, you know what? I think I was confusing a whole bunch of different moves there. We combined a whole bunch of stuff, so I apologize. Take that break whenever you need it. We did our lateral lunge, we did our renegade row, we did our Spider-Mans. Okay, so yes, we did our curtsy lunge, Superman. Now we're gonna do our pike push-up. So this is gonna work those shoulders. Sorry guys, I'm totally up to lunch today. You guys can figure it out. Here we go. So we're gonna come into a push-up, into our plank position. We're gonna walk our feet in slightly. Bring those fingertips in just a little, and you are going to chest press, push up, down in that pike position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. No wonder I am not going viral, guys. Woo. I am not on the ball today. So this is really hard. I find I have a very, very hard time staying in this pike position. It's a real challenge on those shoulders. So if you do not want to do this, what I want you to do is go from your plank to a down dog. Otherwise, you're gonna stay here with me. We have 10 more seconds. Oh boy, these look messy. Last one. Oh, I am scared to go back and take a look at how those are. Woo. All right. So now we're gonna take it to the mat. Grab that water. If you wanna repeat the work, repeat the work. Go back, revisit. Now we're gonna take it to a glute bridge. So you can increase the intensity by doing one leg at a time, doing a march. Otherwise, we're gonna just do a plain old glute bridge. So coming back onto our mat, we're gonna go up and down with the bum. Here we go. Timer is on. So I love glute bridges. I mean, they definitely are a lot more challenging when you have a bit of weight, but you can challenge them by bringing a foot up. You can hold that glute bridge and march the legs. Lots of things that you can do to intensify the work. If you have a baby or a dog or a young child, you can put them on your hips and then bounce them. Lift them up and down. They love that. It's like a little elevator for them. Driving up off the heels, giving those glutes a real squeeze and rest. Now we're going to go into our dead bug. So this one could be a right side, left side. I'm going to show you how to do that, but then I'm going to just do a regular dead bug. So if you want to do this one side each, you're going to place your right hand on your left knee and you're going to press. Then with your left arm and your right leg, you're going to lift and lower. Okay? So you do 45 seconds there. You do 45 seconds on the other side. Or then you're going to stay with me here and we're going to do dead bug, just a traditional dead bug. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Now, when you're doing your dead bug, I want you, no matter what version you are doing, to press that low back into the mat. You want to eliminate any air that could be passing underneath the back. Now, if you find that extending that leg out straight is too challenging, then I want you to keep that knee bent and just drop the heel with a bent leg. You can always intensify this by adding weight to it with your arms, doing a bit of a pullover, and rest. Good job. All right, so now we're gonna do leg extensions. Now this is one of those moves where you need to create that resistance on your own. So we're going to lean back. We're going to bring our feet up off the mat, knees together, and you're going to extend those legs up into the sky. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now, when you extend those legs up, I want you to engage through those glutes, through those quads. You're going to try to press those knees and inner thighs together. You're going to draw those kneecaps up. That is going to contract the muscles in the quads. This is definitely going to work those abs as well. If you find this too challenging, you can always lie down completely on your back, stick your hands underneath your bum, and again, bend and extend your legs up in the sky, doing the same thing, squeezing those quads. One more, and rest. Gorgeous. Grab that water. Another circuit done. If you want to repeat that work, you do it. And then come back. So we're now going to do our final 3 moves of the day. We are going to do a plank with shoulder tap. Let's get my timer going here. So we're going to come into a plain plank and we're going to just tap the shoulders. This is an anti-rotation move. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So you want to take a nice wide stance with your feet. That will help give you a nice base of support. You want to engage through the glutes, through the quads, through the core. And you want to try to minimize the side-to-side motion that your body might do while you're performing the shoulder taps. Almost there. 10 seconds. 5. And rest. All right, we're nearing the end, guys. This is gonna be a right side, left side move. You guys hate this move. Those of you who do my classes, we're going to do a side plank with hip dips. So you're gonna come into your planking position. You can do this on your knee if you need a little bit of help. So you're going to either be here and going down and up, or you're going to come into that full plank, down and up. Or you can just plain hold that plank. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. So drop those hips to the mat and pick yourself back up. Keep that belly tight. Imagine that body is between 2 pans of glass. You can have that hand up or down, whatever works best for you. 5. One more. And rest. Oh boy. All right, we're going to take it to the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And same thing. You can send that knee down and it will hold you up a little bit, or be here in the side plank. I don't like the feeling of putting my one foot on top of the other, so I always sort of stagger my feet. If you have no problem putting your foot on top of the other, then do that. Almost there. Come on, 10. 5. And rest. And that, my friends, is it. Ooh, well done. I'm gonna offer you a few little stretches here, but otherwise I want you to carry on your stretching on your own. Let's get to that side of the body because you've already just worked that. So again, repeat that round of work if you want to double it up. Let's get the chest. Hollow out the core. One shoulder across. Make sure you go down onto the mat and stretch out your quads and your glutes. There we have it, guys. Sorry about all of my blunders today. This is a blooper reel. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you guys have a great workout. Just keep pushing, keep doing your best, and I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.